I want to tell you a story. We'll call it fiction. Although sometimes fiction is where we hide our truths. Truths we don't feel the world is quite ready for. Truths we don't want to let people know we believe. So we hide under the guise of fiction. And fiction's great. Fiction has a way of opening the mind indirectly. Not quite straightforward. Not quite direct. It's a passive way to break down one's resistance. The resistance created from living in such a world. You've probably heard of the expression, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. But what if Mars was not a planet, but a plane? And what if Venus was not a planet, but a plane? And what if these planes consisted of not bodies, but consciousness? Various consciousness in which various types of entities hail from. We have the masculine and the feminine, or some will call it the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine. And we see this same sort of binary occurrences occurring in our reality. Of course, not everybody fits into those binary occurrences, but for the sake of this story, we'll keep it as masculine and feminine. There are some entities from the plane of Mars and the plane of Venus who are, let's say, on the spectrum. Some are more masculine than others, and some are more feminine than others. Everything in waves. However, for the most part, the consciousness that we interact with on this dimension, in this realm, hail from these two places, from these two worlds. And so you have the Martians. We know them by the way they promote themselves, the way they display themselves. Martians, regardless of physical form that they inhabit, regardless of the sex of the avatars that they happen to embody on this realm, you can always spot a Martian. He is ambitious, strong. He's about charisma and about aggression and about domination and about control. Those are the traits of Martian. Now there are Martians in bodies of a female sex, as of course there are Martians in the bodies of the male sex. On the opposite, we have the Venusians. Now these Venusians, you can tell, they tend to project an air of mystique, an air of calm. They tend to be intuitive rather than intellectual. They tend to be generous rather than taking. They tend to be kind. They enjoy beauty for the sake of it, not because they hope to attain anything from it. These are the Venusians. They like softness and gentleness and kindness, as you're probably aware, those of you who exist in this realm. It is a Martian-dominated colony. The Venusians know this, but yet they come down to serve their time and add beauty to this ragged world. But while they continue to exist amongst the space of the Martians, they have lost sense of what makes them who they really are. A lot of Venusians struggle to to survive in this hard landscape. And while they have brought with them copies and codes of the things that remind them of home, they brought with them fruit and fragrances and music, all things that bring warmth to the heart, because, as you've heard, Venus is quite warm. A little secret: they say that in Venus is nothing, that the protective cover of Venus would kill anything that would exist within the space, but that is a clever ruse, a disguise to keep the Martians from invading the Venusians and their homeland. That's a secret, just between you and I. Tell no one.